Hello everyone, I'm CJ Wellerman. Now let's get into it. The holy month of Ramadan begins this week, so I want to share with you a remarkable story about a former Pakistani Hindu who has converted 110,000 Hindus to Islam during the past 2 decades. Meet Deen Muhammad Sheikh, an 80-year-old Pakistani man who was born into a Hindu family but converted to Islam in 1989 at 42 years of age. But, and it's worth repeating, has since converted 110,000 Hindus to the Islamic faith. Incredible. Now think about just how extraordinary this world record breaking feat in spiritual guidance truly is. Because when I first read this story, I couldn't help but think that at the same time he's saving Hindu souls in Pakistan, Hindu supremacists are committing genocide against Muslims in neighbouring India and Kashmir. This juxtaposition couldn't be more staggering. But more than that, his story exposes the Islamophobic lie told by Hindu supremacists in India and other Muslim haters around the world, who falsely contend Islam was spread by the sword, when in fact, nothing could be further from the truth. Because what drew this man to Islam, like millions of other Muslims in Pakistan and India, was the Quran, Hadiths, and the flawless moral character of the Prophet Muhammad. He said, "I always loved Islam. I read the Holy Quran and then realized 360 Hindu gods were of no use to me." His conversion story is one echoed by millions of former Hindus in India, who converted to Islam after becoming inspired by the moral bravery and spiritual clarity of the Prophet.
Very much inclined towards Islam because only one reason was for me to accept Islam was character of a Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
At first, Muhammad Sheikh would study the Quran in secret, out of fear his Hindu family members would criticize him for taking an interest in Islam. But despite these concerns, Sheikh sought out the guidance of an Islamic scholar, who instructed him in the meaning of the Quran and Hadiths. He took his Shahada during the start of Ramadan 1989, saying he believes there's only one God, Allah, who created the entire universe, and that the Prophet Muhammad is his final messenger on earth. And Muhammad Sheikh hasn't looked back. He told reporters that his heartfelt wish is that the entire world become Muslim. Hindus everywhere are heeding his call.
When Islam came, changed my life. It made me serious about life. It made me realize that this is the right way to life. This is the correct way of life.
So the question I'm sure you're wanting answered is, how has he converted so many Hindus to Islam? But before we go on, we kindly ask you please help us counter injustices in the Muslim world by supporting my journalism and this show at patreon.com/CJ Wellerman. You'll be helping me bring these stories to a broader audience. Thank you. Now back to our program. Muhammad Sheikh has converted 110,000 Hindus to Islam by simply introducing them to the religion and other Muslims. He says that so many Hindus have been fed negative stereotypes and misconceptions about Islam in the media. But the power of these lies suddenly melt away when they actually meet Muslim converts and learn how the religion has positively affected their lives, which is something you hear time and time again from former Hindus, even in the United Kingdom.
And I was always scared of them, honestly speaking, because that is what I was taught from childhood, that, they are not good people, terrorism is related to them, they are terrorists, they are bad, stay away from them. But then I used to work in Barclays over here, and I had Muslim friends, Pakistani friends, and they were very good. And that was the time that I realized that, okay, these are humans and these are really nice people.
Muhammad Sheikh has made it his life mission to introduce Islam to Hindus, and has since constructed a small mosque in his backyard, where converts are taught how to say their prayers and recite the Quran. But needless to say, this has not gone down well with many of his Hindu neighbours, who have threatened him from time to time while also beating up new Muslim converts. He was even kidnapped one time by influential Hindus in the area, who vowed to kill him if he did not stop converting Hindus to Islam. Eerily, his experience somewhat echoes that of Prophet Muhammad, who was threatened with violence for introducing Islam to pagan worshippers in Mecca during the early 7th century. The corrupt pagan overlords saw Islam as a threat to their social system, which they had built upon privilege and brute force. Ultimately, however, Islam spread throughout the Arabian Peninsula organically, after the various tribes saw how the religion had brought equality, justice and peace to wherever it had taken hold, which is exactly how Islam grew in the South Asian continent, or what is now Pakistan, India, Kashmir and Bangladesh today. This is the undeniable truth. which is why Hindu nationalists are desperately trying to rewrite history by falsely claiming Islam spread in ancient India by foreign military conquest and forced conversions, in an attempt to portray Muslims as foreign invaders. Today, the Modi regime and its supporters claim Muslims are secretly spreading Islam in India by marrying Hindu women, a conspiracy Hindu nationalists call love jihad.
ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಇದು ಕೊನೆ ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆಯಿಂದ ಲವ್ ಜಿಹಾದ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಬದುಕಿಕೊಳ್ತೀರಿ
विधर्मी लोग को अपना दुकान में जो नौकरी दिए हुए हैं ना उन लोग को पहले हटाइए जो भाड़ा में दिए हुए हैं ना देशद्रोही लोग को उन लोग आज मंदिर तोड़ रहा है जब आपका बहू बेटी का इज्जत लूटेगा कुछ नहीं कर पाइएगा.
But this love jihad conspiracy has been debunked too many times to count. It plays only to Hindu extremist paranoia and propaganda.
In a poll conducted by India Today in 2021, over 54% of respondents believe that a conspiracy like Love Jihad is operating to convert Hindu women to Islam. In actuality, less than 3% Indians marry outside their religions. Less than 1% Indians brought up as Hindus end up changing their religious orientation.
As you can see, Islam has spread throughout India and Pakistan organically and because of the efforts of people like Dean Muhammad Sheikh, who studied the religion closely before introducing friends and family members to it. He converted from Hinduism to Islam for 3 reasons only: the Quran, the Hadiths, and the flawless moral character of the Prophet Muhammad. That's it. That's really just it. But this is why we must tell these stories, because anti-Muslim animus stems from misunderstandings and inaccurate portrayals of Islam in the media, which is why we launched this show 2 years ago, as a counterweight to mainstream Islamophobia. Anyway, that's my time for today. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and we kindly ask you please support this endeavour by becoming a member of this show at patreon.com/CJWellerman. We can't produce, sustain and grow this show without your help, and we offer exclusive benefits to those who do. But for now, good night, good morning, wherever you are, and stay blessed.